a pharmaceutical partner came to us with a need to develop and implement a next-generation sequencing test for an early phase trial. And it was a relatively complicated test design because of the breadth of the mutations in this particular gene.
The NOTCH1 project was a partnership with a pharmaceutical company to develop a test for patients with chronic lymphocytic leukemia and required rapid screening by next-generation sequencing.
Some of the challenges that came out of this particular application of next-generation sequencing in the clinical lab was the need for a very rapid turnaround time to produce the result for these patients who were very ill.
We had to execute an analytical procedure that normally takes 10 business days in about 5 business days.
There were really 2 phases of the project, one the development phase, and then 2, the implementation and the clinical testing. The development phase obviously has critical timelines that we had to meet in time for start of the clinical trial. There were a number of complexities as far as test design, but also as far as the test implementation, the workflow.
Number 1 was a very close collaboration with our sponsor. Early, often. From the development standpoint, we immediately put together a cross-functional team, all with expertise in next-gen sequencing.
The strategy we use here is to design 3 primer pool to cover the 4 genes, and we have achieved redundant coverage for some key regions which contains very important mutations to allow the patient enrollment.
Once the assay was to the point where validation needed to occur, we brought the validation in-house, and we actually performed the validation of that assay here on the instrumentation that we would be using for the clinical trial work.
Now patients are actually starting to enroll. The program is gaining more momentum, and I think that really proves our ability to deliver the right test in the face of a lot of uncertainty.
In the end, it's the combination of the teamwork, combination of the expertise from different fields makes the project very successful.